I've been taking this bike on some dirt bike trails on the mountains near my home. The great thing about that is this bike is able to handle it. There's no way I would be able to get up here on my own. There's some really steep hills, but this has some beefy motors on it. It's dual motor. It can go up to about 35 miles an hour. This thing is powerful. Because it has fat tires, you can drive it on just about any terrain. It shifts well. It has a great display, really easy to use, pretty easy to set up. It took me around an hour to set this up. Most of that was just taking it out of the box and throwing the packaging away. Most of this comes pre-assembled. This was sent to me so I can make this video and test it out. Let's have a closer look at the components and the functions so you can see just how nice this is. For starters, it does have this really beefy kickstand, so it can hold the whole weight of the bike even if you're on a hill like this. It has disc brakes in the rear and the front, as well as a motor in the rear and the front. You can also see it's got rain guards on the front and the back. We've got this rack back here, so if you want to put some storage or luggage or something like that. The seat has a quick release, really easy to raise and lower. Speaking of the seat, it is nice and padded. Let's go ahead and turn this screen on. So you've got the controls here. You press on to turn on the controls. It's broad daylight. You can see everything just fine. So you can see your battery level here. You've got your odometer here. You can view the different levels here. It starts at level 1. If I adjust it here, I can go down to level 0 and I can go all the way up to level 5. 5 is obviously the fastest, and level 0 has no pedal assist and no throttle. So you got the throttle here that you can just move like that. You've got your gear shifting here. You got your quick gear shifting here, and then you just push here on the other side. There are 7 gears. This is how you can control if it's just 1 or 2 motors. Press it in for 2 motors. You got your horn here. And you got the headlights here. You can see they're on now. They are really bright. Again, broad daylight, so it doesn't show that much. You got your turn signal here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And you can see here on the back, the turn signal is going on. And if I press the brake like this, you can see the brake light comes on as well. So it's nice if you're driving in a street, people know when you're braking. Pressing the info button on here, you can switch between your max speed, average speed, trip, and odometer. You can also control the brightness of the screen like this. It has nice metal foot pedals. The battery is in here, kind of stored away. You have a key if you want to take the battery out. The nice thing about this is you can either charge it here or you can take the battery out completely and charge it inside, which is what I usually do. My favorite thing about the bike is just how versatile it is. It's really comfortable to ride. You can see it doesn't have the crossbar over here, so I don't have to lift my leg over the bike. It goes on any terrain, so I can ride it on dirt bike trails like this. You can ride it on the sand. This can go in the snow as well. This can go anywhere. So if you're all up for exploring, this is the bike to get. I will warn you though, when you put on dual motors and you go as fast as this can go, this is powerful. I've ridden bikes my whole life, but going full speed on this was a little more than I was expecting. You got to be really careful with this. Start out slow before you go full speed because this thing has a lot of power. Really nice bike.